Yes, I recall, but they talk a lot about don't retreat, that you always should be pushing forward. You may angle off, but direction should always be forward. You never retreat in Wing Chun, or it's not Wing Chun. How do you feel about that?
That's just one way of thinking. Again, that's not embracing yin and yang principle, because if you can go forward, you can certainly go backwards. Okay, going backwards does not mean retreating. Okay, if you go backwards without attacking, yes, it is pure retreating. But when we do retreating, we always attack. Think of ourselves as a tank with a gun on top. Okay, and that gun turret can turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can fire the big guns as I'm going forward. I can also fire the big gun going backwards, because that gun turret doesn't have to follow the direction of where the tank is going. It can still be pointing at the incoming troops or other fighting vehicles.
You feel like maybe some of this is more ego than anything,
But I think,
or body size, or they feel they have an advantage, so just power through it. But that's not the case for smaller people.
exactly,
Like us.
and many people learning Wing Chun tend to forget that it was developed by a nun, a woman. Okay, a woman, especially back in those days. Very few people lift weights, so they're naturally smaller, physically weaker than the male counterparts, and so they have to rely on a method rather than pure force to overcome the opponent. Okay, so again, we borrow the yin and yang principle. If you can attack going forward, you should be able to attack going backwards. Muhammad Ali is a perfect example. Anybody ever seen footage of his fighting knew that he will punish his opponent by backpedaling. You think he's retreating. No, he's just getting away from the pressure, because he's a taller guy, mostly fighting a smaller opponent. The smaller opponent will most likely to go in, get away from his reach. So they rush him to close the distance and use body shots or upcuts to accomplish whatever they're trying to do. And he doesn't want to get into that situation. He moves backward and punish them at the same time. That's a perfect example of, you can win by going forward, you can also win by going backwards. Again, yin and yang principle.
All right, now, time to like, comment, subscribe.